Okay, so we had Pride Fest last weekend here in Little Rock, and it coincided with the No Kings March. A whole bunch of the folks from the No Kings March, when that one was done, they just fed right in and just joined the Pride March, which was really cool and really wonderful to see. Um, and it's got me thinking, okay, now what? Now, like, what's next? Um, if we do a wonderful march on a Saturday, it's like people notice and it just swells my heart. And I know it makes a lot of folks just feel less alone and more focused. And all of that's important. All that's wonderful because heaven knows this is rare these days to feel heartened and to feel connected. It's rare for a lot of people. It's also got me wondering what happens, like, I know sometimes people in power will just kind of like let the people throw a fit, and then once the people throw a fit and they kind of like get that out of their system, then the people in power just continue doing what they want to do. Like they basically just like are hoping that we will tire ourselves out. They're hoping that we will have, that it works in their benefit if we just have a feel-good event and we high-five each other and then we go home and that's it. That's what we've done. So then that got me thinking about when I started as a therapist, and I did and still do work with couples a lot. When I started as a therapist, I worked with more straight couples, and the clinic that I was at wasn't the same as Cardinal, and so I worked with a lot of majority type folks. And from time to time, I would do an intake with a couple, and they would tell me that they believe in the biblical idea of marriage, which to them meant that, this is a straight marriage, this is a man and a woman, and that the man is the leader of the household, and that God has said the man is the leader of the household, and so they want me to know that it's really important to them that I honor that too. And I believe that my counseling code requires me to do that as long as nobody is being harmed, I'll get to it. As long as nobody is being harmed, I should strive to work within the framework that the client brings in with them. So when the couple would communicate that to me, I would communicate back. I grew up the same way. I am very, very familiar with this. I can work within this structure as long as everyone in the room can agree that any decision-making ability that the husband has that is more than what the wife has, it's because she has willingly, voluntarily given him that extra power. Sometimes that went well. A lot of times it didn't. But just in terms of the human dynamic, in terms of the human relationship there, I could only work with them. I could work within their structure. I could work within their framework, but only if we started from a place of any power that you have over me is because I'm allowing you to have that power. Of course, in adult relationships, those things, in majority type relationships. It's different with parents and children. But this feels like an important This feels like an important story to tell you guys right now as we're thinking about the No Kings March, and I think they're already talking about when the next one will be. These are great. These are wonderful. I'm probably going to be at the next one because they're amazing. And I just want to remind everybody that any power that politicians have, it's because we have given it to them. We have said, okay, yeah, you are allowed to be in this position. And I just want y'all to internalize that, because it feels, it can feel really dark. It can feel really hopeless. It can feel really scary and confusing. But I want you to remind yourself that you are a fully formed, I believe, divine human, just like the rest of us, just like everybody else. And we all have equality, and we all have certain inalienable rights. And that's what we need to fight for, because power corrupts people, and power will corrupt. And it's our job to keep it in check. Okay, thanks, guys.